Hey, how's it going? I am the Sanguiem, and welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. So last episode we worked on this thing here, which is already filled. This here water generator. And, yeah, it's already filled to the top. And I don't think we're going to have to worry about it emptying anytime soon. Now, we had a bit of an issue last time involving the furnace here. So, the issue was it wasn't getting enough kelp. It was draining kelp from the reserves faster than it could fill. But, not anymore. Now, it's gaining more kelp than it can burn through. And that is because, off camera, I decided to dig down. I put 4 more kelp farms underneath of the silo going down. And I used a wireless redstone thing. And I put it underneath this here brass casing to help turn it off and on, because I just did not feel bothered making a circuit that goes that deep underground. But yeah, now this thing generates just enough kelp to slowly make more. So eventually we're going to have to do something about this. We could probably sell it for coin, the overflow. And I thought we could sell the dried kelp blocks for coin, but if I was to look in the overflow here, you can't really do much with it other than just store it. I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I can make something simple, but that's not what we're focusing on today. What we're focusing on is, now that we don't have to worry about the furnace or losing power anymore, we need to start working up there. As you can see, I added a little catwalk up there too, off camera. It's nothing fancy. Just something here to help us get around. As soon as I built it, creepers started spawning up here, so I had to put down lights. I'm debating using some of the brass machines to make ferrule lamps, but I don't know, I don't think it's worth it this early. So here's what I'm thinking, alright? I'm thinking we have the Skystone mill here in this corner, and it gets turned into the destabilized redstone stuff here in this spot. So it comes along like this. And then we'll have the destabilized redstone liquid here. And then we can do something with that to the quartz, which we can make here. Because we have a lot of space here that we can work with. Maybe we can put on a bunch of belts with spouts to kind of grow the seeds. Let me see for sure how this works. Temporary sand. Now, what does that mean? Let me look up the seed. Yeah, it requires sand just to make the seed. And it requires dust. Let's see, if you put under a spout 4 times, it turns into tiny quartz. And by the time it's a pure quartz crystal, we need to sort that out, and we need to split it. Half of it needs to go back into the system to turn back into seeds, and the other half needs to go towards making polished rose quartz. So we can grind that up, but we need sand. I don't know. I'll think on that part, but what we're going to focus on today is the Skystone milling part. Alright, so let's think about this for a moment. Let's put down the millstone here. And we'll assume that the Skystone is being put in this hopper. This is being ground up. And then it's releasing this direction. Maybe on a belt, who knows. You know what? Let's actually make it here. Just so that we have room on the left side for optional power options. Ow. Also, we gotta be very careful as we're up high. I'm gonna go through so many potatoes. Oh yeah, but let's assume that it's going here, and it's coming out here, going this way. Now, there are 2 things we can do here. Well, I think technically 3. One thing we can do is we can put a belt here. Here, let's go ahead and like, there will be a belt here. That is definitely going to happen. Okay, so there's a belt here. Now, we can either put a splitter of some sort here, the brass one, which means that we'll use one brass machine, one of 3 that we have on hand, and we can either use a belt to cycle it back up to the hopper, like so. But that's the thing, though. You can't just do that, because this is too close. Like, this is too close to here. So, like, it takes up too much space to just have the belt go wrapping around like that. It would be better to use a mechanical arm. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we have a depot up here, and we have a mechanical arm on standby, and as the things come out, we have the mechanical arm pick up only the Skystone and put it up here. Now, if we didn't use a depot, we would have to use a brass funnel with the Skystone block on it. That way, it could just pick up the Skystone block put up there. But if we use a depot, we need a brass tunnel to redirect the Skystone out in this direction and have the mechanical arm pick it up like that. Now, the problem here is, which is the better thing to do here? What takes up less space is what I'm trying to say, because if we're going to reserve this space here for the quartz production, we don't want too much space being taken up here. So I'm thinking one mechanical arm here, and we probably should use the brass funnel so that it can just quickly pick up the Skystone and put it back up in the hopper, letting the dust go free. Plus, by the way, this thing also needs to be moving super fast, like super fast, to meet our Skystone dust needs, especially if we're only going to have one millstone. So here's another question for you. If we're going to do that, how are we going to power the mechanical arm? I'm thinking we power the mechanical arm from the bottom, but we have a gear underneath of it that goes over to this and powers it from underneath, because I don't know if you guys know this. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can stick a rod here and power it from below. Most people don't do that, though, because they like to put hoppers under it and collect stuff that way. But if we're putting an andesite funnel here to get the materials out of there, we don't need to do that. We can just power it from the bottom. That will, however, use 2 brass machines out of the 3 we have. If I use all 3 brass machines, I'm going to have to go out on another mining session so that I can make 4 more. So let's see. We have a mechanical arm and a brass funnel, and we can make 4, which is excellent. I love that we can make 4. Oh yeah! Look at that! We actually do have a brass funnel tunnel lying around. Because I needed 2 sets of brass tunnels to make the sorter device over there for the engine. By the way, real quick, I wanted to talk about a little thought I had. Wouldn't it be cool if you could right-click, like, say, a depot or an andesite funnel? Well, maybe not an andesite funnel. You know, yeah, like andesite funnel. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you could just right-click some of these things and give them, like, the brass outline? Like, at least for, like, the depot. I just feel like it would look nice to have, like, a brass version of the depot. Maybe a brass version of the millstone, stuff like that, but purely cosmetic. Like, you can right-click the belts and make them look brass, but you can't right-click the andesite funnels and make them look brass. But you can just use brass funnels, so I understand that part. Like, if you don't want an andesite funnel, just use a brass funnel. But depot, like, there is no brass depot. So, I don't know, stuff like that I think would be kind of cool. Alright, so let's put that here. This here. We're going to put that here. This here. Now, I think you can power these from the bottom. Oh, no, you can't. You cannot power those from the bottom. Now, fun fact, you can actually place these things on the ceiling. Alright. So we have it taking items from the belt and putting it in here. However, if you set this to be Skystone, it will only pick up Skystone from the belt. You know, The shaft might actually be better to use than the scaffolding in this situation. Because you can just make it move out like this. If you want to go down, you just do this. And you can go down. Shaft makes for some good scaffolding. Alright, so this part's done. This part's done, basically. But, why stop here? We might as well do the whole thing. So, what we're doing is we're milling Skystone into Skystone dust, mixing 4 of that with... Oh, wow, that's a lot more water than I thought it would be. But we're making volatile sky solution. No heating required. Very good. But we need to get water up here. And then this sky solution is mixed with the quartz to make Certus quartz and destabilized redstone. So it looks like we need a Certus quartz crystal recharging station. Oddly enough, I think we could put something like that underneath of this. Now, both of these things require mixers. Okay, so... Ah, my hoe! That's fine. Let's put that here. And there we go. So, what we'll need is we'll need some mixers up here to do the mixing. And we'll have the volatile solution made here and the destabilized redstone made here. The charged crystal will go in and it will have to drop out as well. Now, since... Hold on. This might not work. We're gonna need this here instead, actually. I just remembered, we need smart fluid pipes, otherwise, when the water is pumped in, and we have a pipe here trying to pump out volatile solution, it'll just pump the water out. We don't want that. So we need more space. But we also need enough space to pump out the destabilized redstone from this. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's not a lot of space left over here. So we're going to put this here. We'll put that here. Good. We'll need to pick this up. Deposit. Take. Put that back. Okay. Now we're looking a little bit better. Okay. Here's the mixers. Now, to make a charger, which I'm assuming is, you know, what makes the charged Certus quartz, you need something called a Fluix crystal. Drop 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone dust in a puddle next to one another. Wait a moment to receive 2 Fluix crystals. Alright, I think I do have some charged ones. I have 3 charged ones. And go to a puddle, it said. Now, does it mean, like, it has to be 1 by 1 piece of water, or... Let's go over here to this thing. Why not? Alright. What on earth? What? Oh my gosh! It acts as a hopper. I didn't know that. It acts as a hopper. Fascinating. Could put it in there, but I don't want to. Alright, river it is. Let's drop them all here. What? It worked! Unnatural. So what can we do with these? A lot of complex looking mumbo jumbo. That's what you can do with these. Oh, you can make a Fluix seed! Which I assume, yep, you can do the same thing. But the fun part is you can make a charger with them. So let's make a charger and see what that does, since we obviously need one. Now we'll only make one, real quick. Fluix production. Okay. Let's take a piece of Certus quartz. Look it up. Now what does that do? Like, how do I actually use the thing? Does it require redstone flux? Alright, here's the Sterling dynamo that I have. Uh-oh. It automatically swapped to the right position. What does that mean? Okay, it's bottling all the redstone flux up, and it's not actually putting it through. So I don't think that's how that works. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, let's try this. So now it's charged. Okay, I see. That's a bit of a problem. So now I know how that works, but that means I have to find a way to get fuel up there. I need a fuel production. Now, there is fuel here that I could quite possibly send off, especially since we seem to be making more than we need. Oh, wait a minute. What if... hold on. I have an idea here. What if we put an alternative spot for this thing to put the kelp blocks? No, because it's acting in round robin. That's not going to work. Wait, no, it's not. It's not. Is it acting round robin? No. Round robin. But it's not forced round robin. Either way, let's put these here. Just to get them out of the way. And there we go. Okay. So here we got a little bit more of the stuff done. The volatile solution will be filtered out. Water. Ah, I'm falling. All right, I'm on the ground now. The water and the destabilized redstone. We're gonna have a smart fluid pipe here, and we might have the pump here. Okay, this is working so far. And I'm trying to figure out how to get the Certus quartz up here. Because I'm thinking when the mixing's done, it's going to deposit the uncharged quartz here. We're going to have it roll forward, go into the charger. We might have to use pipes for this, though. But I'm thinking, what if we had 2 chargers? We kind of double the output. There we go. We could probably put a hopper or something on this. Now, I think you can power this from the bottom. Let me actually look at the bottom. Yeah. I think you can put this on the bottom. Maybe we should only use 1 for now. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna use only 1. It doesn't have to be the fastest thing in the world. We'll put a chute here. Or a hopper. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Kelp gives about 40 redstone flux. Which is pretty good. Alright, there we go. We have power going up to there. Yeah, this is going the wrong way. Oh, no. That's fine. We can do something about that. Not if I keep falling! Yeah, that's not going to work. But that's okay. So we can put this here. No, we cannot. That's not how that works, apparently. Alright. This isn't... Oh, this isn't a problem. We can just change the direction of the gear from down here. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. Now that's moving at 128 stress units. That's moving at 256. Alright, we're not totally done yet. There's one more thing I want to do before I end the episode. Because I don't think we're going to finish that whole line today. But at the very least, I want to make sure we can make some volatile sky solution. Can't do that without pipes. Oh! Oh! That's some rotten luck. Only 2 out of the 6 were turned into gears. That is rotten luck. Wow. That was awful. Now, I'm trying to remember. I think one pump, if placed strategically, can suck up to about 16 blocks away. Something like this ought to work. Alright, water should now be coming up the pipe. It should now be entering this here basin. There it is. Now this isn't powered, so I don't think that'll do anything. Now I need a bucket of this stuff. How am I gonna do that? Well, whatever, it's fine. And honestly, I kind of like how the pipe has a bend in it. Like, it's not perfectly straight. It looks kind of cool. I have 4 pieces of Skystone. 4 should be all we need. Okay. Let's put them... Oh, first we gotta set the filter. Put them in the funnel. Wow, that actually takes a while. It immediately catches it and puts it in. Wow. Even at 256 stress units, this thing sure does take its time. Oh my god, it grabs it immediately. Now what we need now is this. Okay. So now we have some volatile sky solution in there, which is pretty much what we need. But now we need to get that out of there. How are we going to do that? Alright, I have an idea. First, it involves doing this. Remember this thing? Wait, where'd it go? Did it go in there? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. It fell. I think it fell in the basin. Apply filter. Wait a minute. Don't apply filter. We'll borrow this. Alright, let's remove that. This here. This here. And this here. We'll drain the water out first. We'll get that volatile sky solution. But a sample is all we need. And now... Oh no! I dry spilt it. Okay, it's volatile, so I didn't know what it would do. But it looks like everything's fine. And now we can put this back. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to power this thing. Maybe like this? And we just put a gear shift here? That would work. I don't know, it wouldn't look very pretty, though. Well, you can do the same concept, but over here. Okay, we have a vertical gearbox. Alright, now it should only take out the volatile sky solution. There we go. And then it'll just make more. Now that that's there, we have volatile sky solution being made. What the hell? Some of it got free. How did that happen? That should not have happened. Do I need to use another brass funnel here to only accept the dust? Maybe there was a line up here and whoops. It's fine. That stuff is very disposable, I think. All right. But I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. We have volatile sky solution. We have a step done now. In fact, hold on. We can submit this. Click that off the checklist here. Check that off the checklist. Submit that. And that's now off the checklist. Next up is, of course, the stabilized redstone. Which, I mean, if we just throw a charged crystal in here, we'll have it immediately. But that's not how we're going to do things. Next episode, we're going to work on this charger and getting that going. Maybe figure out how to split some of the kelp blocks from here and bring them over here. Put some kind of use out of them. Because I don't know what else to use as fuel for this thing. Unless we go the magma route, we could make a magma generator somewhere. Because I do know how to do that now, but I think... I don't know. Because lava generator using the arboreal extractors, it will take absolutely forever. Just to make one bucket of lava. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing. And remember, the Wasteland is watching. See ya.